All right, as you can see, we've got another WHS 11 Weather Impact Alert live stream starting soon. So we've got several different platforms that we're just waiting to all get connected. We'll be live on YouTube, live on Facebook, live on our WHS 11 Plus channel. You can get that on Roku, you can get that on your Fire Stick. You can also get our WHS 11 app at your app store. Lots of different ways to catch our live streams. And then we're going to be up coming up in 2 hours and 23 minutes. That'll be WHS 11 News at 4. We'll have crews out there checking out the roads for you. We'll be live 4 until 6:30. And our newscaster live stream as well on our apps and at WHS11.com. And so far, it's not sticking. It's melting to the well-traveled roads. The snow is sticking to the lesser-traveled, untreated roads, neighborhood streets. So you just got to watch out for that. And we do expect the snowfall rates to pick up a little bit later this afternoon as well. So not a major storm for us. Definitely a lot less impactful than the last one that we had. And we're going to get to a whole lot more coming up. Look at all the latest data just ahead. Just a few more moments and we'll really get rolling here. You're listening to WHS 11, Chief Meteorologist here in the Weather Impact Team Center on this January the 10th, 2025 here at 1:38. Going to be watching out for some snow-covered roads through the late afternoon and evening time. And if the roads do become snow-covered, I think the road crews will have a chance to really catch up this evening. The forecast message really hasn't changed since yesterday with the heaviest snow through the afternoon, early evening, and then dying down later on tonight. We do have a little bit of a snow chance as well, maybe a couple batches of some light snow early next week. We'll take a look at coming up. We cover all the details just ahead. Just waiting a few more moments to get up on our WHS 11 Plus channel and we'll be ready to go. So thanks for tuning in here. All righty. Thanks for tuning in here. Again, I am Chief Meteorologist Ben Pine on this January the 10th, 2025. I'll be looking at some comments if you have some questions. Again, things haven't changed too much from when we did a live stream earlier at around 10 and then had the noon show, of course, and looking at some overall minor accumulations. We're just on a kind of a borderline criteria between winter weather advisory, which goes up to 3 inches, and then a winter storm warning, which is 4 inches or above. So we're just kind of on that borderline. And a lot of it melting on contact with the pavement. Because it's daytime, you get a little of that sunshine, or the sun through the clouds at least. And then also, the roads have been heavily treated. A lot of the main thoroughfares, the well-traveled roads, are going to be in decent shape. But I am starting to see a little bit of the snow covering up some of the roads out there. This is the NDOT cameras. I've been watching Evansville, which is the upper left, all morning long, and they got the snow first, and that doesn't look bad. Then you got Interstate 64, basically kind of halfway. This is northern Perry County in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. That's kind of equal distance between Louisville and Evansville. Bottom left is Corden. You still see some snowflakes there. And then bottom right as you approach New Albany. All right, just west of US 150. Live look downtown from Jeff over the Clark Memorial Bridge, 2nd Street Bridge. And traffic is moving along just fine there. So again, unlike Sunday and Monday's storm, much less impact because we don't have the ice, we don't have the sleet, we don't have the strong wind. We just have kind of a peaceful, gentle snow, really, through this afternoon and evening time. It is cold, obviously, 26 and 27. There's really almost no wind out there, so we don't really have an added wind chill. It's a live view provided by our First Savings Bank Cam, part of our U of L Health Camera Network. And let me know what you see in your neighborhood. If you are seeing, the snow sticking to the ground and causing any problems, please comment. I'm watching the comments on the Facebook page, by the way. Let me know what's out your window. Our window, obviously seeing a little bit of reduced visibility with some of that snow out there, with our temperatures hovering around 25 to 30 in most spots. So there we go. There's the overall snow part of this system. There are some breaks here and there, and then there's some areas of some heavier snow. There's an enhanced region in the exit region of a jet streak, or part of the little slice of the jet stream to the northwest. That gives us a little more lift, kind of in the upper deck of the atmosphere. There's different levels of the atmosphere. You got surface, obviously. You got 850 millibar, which is about 5,000 feet. 500 millibar, you're up around 18,000 feet. Millibar is a measure of the pressure of the air, by the way. You get up to around 300 millibar, 250 millibar, you're up 30,000 feet. So different levels act a little bit different, and you get in the upper levels, the jet stream is the main player, which can enhance some lift to different portions of the storms. So in this portion of the storm, the jet stream is actually enhancing the snowfall rates over portions of southwestern Indiana right now, in southern Illinois. You can see that darker blue color out that way. Beth, it isn't even sticking to the cars, almost more like rain. That's great. So it looks like we're warm enough, and kind of a daytime snow, we're getting a little melty out there. Except for Tammy in Elizabethtown, saying the roads are really slick there, and it's sticking in Valley Station. So it's going to depend on the snowfall rates, whether we're getting it to stick and cause any problems. As we zoom in a little bit closer, you can obviously see some areas are not seeing much at all. So it's very light in Louisville, south into northern Hardin County, around Fort Knox, Bullitt County. Areas east, not much. But again, southern Indiana and out towards Hardinsburg and Litchfield, we're starting to see those snowfall rates pick up better. And so that's what we think will happen as we progress through the afternoon. We'll get some better batches of some snowfall, which could give us a quick 1, 2, 3 inches through the late afternoon. I think a lot of areas will see around 3 inches, give or take an inch or two. So not a snowpocalypse by any measure. Felicia says sticking in Valley Station, and Beth checking in there in Crestwood. Thanks for your comments. Really helps out there. So there you can see the snow coming down a little bit better here as we look down to the southwest around Litchfield, down the Western Kentucky Parkway. Pretty good snowfall rates moving into Meade County, Perry County. This darker blue that's where you get that 1 inch per hour, or maybe even a little bit higher than that snowfall rate. That's around Marengo, English, there in Crawford County, Indiana, and some pretty good snow up around Paoli. Good for Paoli Peaks. Get a prolonged opening here. Might make some money this year. And Perfect North. Should be a busy weekend for the local ski resorts. So that's where we have the snow right now. Yeah, Felicia, I think we'll have some better snowfall a little bit later this afternoon and early evening. Trimming back the winter storm warning for those areas off to the south and southwest, not as large as it was earlier today. We are still, technically under a winter storm warning until 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Again, we're just kind of borderline winter weather advisory, winter storm warning. Weather impacts pretty similar around the region. Some slick, untreated roads. A lot of the treated roads won't necessarily be all that bad. Okay, so here's the snow that we have. This is up to around 4 p.m. Dark blue indicates the heavier snowfall rates. And I'm going to move this forward. We'll just go a little bit slower here with Futurecast. We go hour by hour. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So still some pretty good steady snow in batches. And then a pretty light stuff after sunset. This is around 10 p.m. Wayne, it's been very little. I haven't seen an accumulation so far. And then after 10 p.m., tapering off to some flurries overnight and tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon. West wind at around 5 to 10, high temperature near freezing. Might get some peaks of sunshine. Amanda, where's the pretty snow? I mean, what's not pretty about it? What is considered a pretty snow? I don't know. Okay, so snowfall totals. This takes away a little bit from what we've had today, but it's showing about 2-3 inches more from what we've had already. So, yeah. Last night I was thinking 4 inches is probably a pretty good number. You know, look, 3 inches might be a pretty good number for much of the area, with obviously give or take an inch or two here or there. Andre, always good to get reports. Comments are always welcome from spotters or anybody. Oh, yeah, Amanda, we're still expecting the snowfall to come down a bit heavier later today. So, okay, we're jumping ahead to Monday morning. Notice this little, it's basically a little vortex, a little bit of energy, 500 millibar level, about halfway through the atmosphere, and it looks like it might kick up a little batch of some light snow early Monday. Might give us a dusting, and that might also cause some slick spots, so we'll have to watch out early Monday. Yeah, Jackie, we're just kind of in a lull right now. There's more out west. And then let's go to Tuesday late afternoon, evening. Another little vort, a little disturbance moving through the northwest flow. Stephen, I think, you know, what is it, almost 2 o'clock? I'd say late afternoon, early evening will probably be our best chance at some decent accumulation here. Yep, very fine, very light stuff in Louisville right now, John. Thank you for that report. So today, snow out there, high of 31 degrees. Some slick roads will definitely be possible. Lows tonight, tapering to flurries in the mid-20s. And then highs tomorrow near freezing. Our 7-day forecast, we've got 34, a little bit above freezing Sunday. And then around freezing Monday. Could see a little bit of light snow early on Monday. It looks dry Monday afternoon. Looks dry first half of Tuesday, then we could see a few light snow showers late Tuesday. High of only 25 Tuesday, down to 7 Tuesday night. 23 the high Wednesday. You got the polar air in place still, down to 12 Wednesday night. And it looks like we could pop up to near 40 degrees by next Friday. So overall, cold pattern, all below normal temperatures. Our average high this time of the year is 43. That's the coldest average high that we get throughout the year. That's through mid-January. And then by later January, our average highs start to go up, you know, degree by degree. So that's what we have right now. I'll go back through radar and everything for everybody that's just been tuning in. So thanks for watching our live stream here, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube or our WHS 11 Plus app. Not much snow downtown now at 150. Yeah, Scott, we're kind of in a break right now. We're seeing some heavier snow out to the west. It's going to be moving in a little bit later on. And so I'll go ahead and pull that back up. We'll take a look at radar and all that good stuff. There's a look at Interstate 64 by Blankenbaker. Thank you, Wayne, for that report. Good afternoon, Beverly. So you can see out west, upper rights between Louisville and Evansville, northern Perry County. So decent snowfall there. These are the NDOT cameras. Upper left is Evansville, bottom left is Corden, and bottom right is coming into New Albany, just west of 150. So there's the snow, still reducing the visibility a little bit downtown. Not seeing any snow tracks on the 2nd Street Bridge. So travel is still pretty easy at the moment. Again, I think the worst impacts will be late afternoon, early evening, and then it's going to taper off later in the evening time. And then whatever road crews need to do, we'll definitely have time to catch up later tonight. I think overall roads will be in pretty good shape for Saturday and Sunday if you have plans. Snowing in Jeffersonville. Andrew, yeah, we're looking from Jeffersonville right now from the First Savings Bank camera. With temperatures in around 25 to 30. And there's our snow system. So yeah, there's been a little bit of a break in the activity. There's been kind of this finer snow. Not real impressive, right? And then we've got this still to go. So that's going to be our main player as far as some accumulation. What will we get from that? You know, maybe 2 or 3 inches is what it's looking like. All right, so we've got this break over Louisville right now with just some flurries, some light stuff, no big deal. There's the snow starting to pick up around Elizabeth, Indiana, Corden. That's going to start to sneak into the west end. Yeah, much of southern Indiana starting to see some better snowfall rates. And this is kind of interesting weather nerd stuff, but this is the exit region of the jet streak, which is part of the jet stream. Very strong winds aloft. And that exit region produces uplift. You need the air to go up to produce clouds and precipitation, so you've got an enhancement provided by the jet stream there. Okay. And then now west of Elizabethtown, we're starting to see some better snow. Irvington, Hardinsburg, Litchfield, Caneyville. So that's where we're going to see the roads become snow covered much easier. Tammy, when is it stopping? It'll stop, you know, I'd say 9, 10 o'clock after that, maybe just a few flurries left over. And then again, we've had this break here east of I-65 for a little while, so it's coming. If you want that pretty snow, as I think Amanda was saying earlier, it's on the way, some of those bigger snowflakes. And maybe enough to build a frosty with some of the snow that we've already had. So obviously this storm is not quite as serious as Sunday and Monday, because I've got time to draw Frosty here. We'll make him happy. We're going to do a happy snowman there. Okay, let's move on from Frosty, and we'll expand out our view. Then we'll get to Futurecast here in just a moment. There's the winter storm warnings. Again, we're just on the edge of whether this is a winter weather advisory or winter storm warning. Barely winter storm warning. You need 4 inches or plus to get the winter storm warning criteria. This could have been covered probably by winter weather advisory. Either way, impacts are similar. Some snow-covered roads will be possible. There's the snow here through 4 p.m. So I'll go back a little bit here. Through 4 o'clock. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 p.m. So we get to 10, we're starting to see the darker blue colors off to the east, lighter snow here, and then it just tapers off to flurries after that. And then tomorrow we're around 32 with some sunshine. Snowfall totals, not as high as they have been. You know, this shows about 1 inch over the next couple of hours. Additional up to, 3 inches or so possible. There might be some areas that pick up a little bit more than that. But it looks like we'll be able to handle that. And one last time, just a heads up here. Here's early Monday, a little light snow, maybe a few slick spots with that. A little disturbance, a little Vort Max, a little disturbance in the 500 millibar layer. And then another one coming down the northwest flow late Tuesday. So early Monday, late Tuesday, some more little snow chances there. All right, again, thanks for your reports there in letting us know what you had in your area. Just be especially careful if you do have some travel plans later today. If you're comfortable in the snow, you're probably going to be in good shape, especially if you have all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive. If not, maybe just delay your travel to tomorrow. I think the road conditions are going to be pretty good on most of the main routes for Saturday and Sunday. All right, I think that's about all I got. So thank you very much for watching here. We'll be coming up in a couple hours on WHS 11 News at 4. And then we always have more weather resources on our WHS 11 app. You can get that at the App Store, WHS11.com. We've got more stuff there for you too. We're all over the place. Again, thanks for tuning in here as we approach 2 p.m. on this January 10th, 2025. Stay safe out there, friends.